What is up, guys? Welcome back. Another quick video here on the Fantasy Fellowship channel. My name's Kyle. I want to show you guys what is inside the 2022 draft kit. It is August 16th as I record this. You guys should be getting ready for your upcoming fantasy football drafts. I will say my best piece of advice is if you guys have drafted already, you got to wait. The best time to do it is kind of after the second week of the preseason. So coming up, I guess next weekend would be a good time to do it. The 20th or the 21st weekend. Or I guess that's this weekend coming up. The 27th and 28th is a good weekend to do it, but the best time to do it is Labor Day weekend. But anyways, let's get into the 2022 draft kit. If you go to the link in the description below, it'll take you to the 2022 draft kit link. And I just want to open it up. And like when you guys, you'll have to create a login. It is $15 this year, which is an incredible value. And I'll show you why in a second here. So when you open it up, you're going to see projections by position. You can click into these links here, and it'll show you, your positional projections. I have quarterbacks here, running backs, wide receivers, tight end, and then a huge flex tab as well. So you can see all the projections that I have going here. So this is highly valuable. I have them filtered as PPR. If you want to get into the half PPR or the standard formats here, you can simply download the projection Excel sheet here. So I do have it in Excel. You also have a link here to get into the Google Sheet document, which will take you to here. And that's basically the same thing you're looking at. You have the tabs that you can get into here, all the position tabs. I have tier rankings in here. Rankings, this is a ranking cheat sheet here that I uploaded today. This is one you can bring to your draft party and cross off along the way. I do have a top 200. And then I have another valuable resource in here called the offense, which is going to show, these are plays per game. These are, PPR points. You can filter by all these things here. And then not only that, but this is where the value comes in. I go through and I project each team fully. And then from these projections, they align themselves with the position rankings. But you can see I've been doing this now. This is my 6th full season projecting. I'm getting better each year. But basically, you can see all the team statistics at the top, and then this would be the projections for the current year. So you have all the projections here. You can see what teams have done in the past and kind of try and find trends. You have target share, opportunity share, yard share. Tons of different metrics here that I use to project teams. And yeah, you can see each team has its own tab. Go ahead and check through those. I also have, some underdog and some drafters ADP. There's some schedules. There's a schedule grid in here for you, draft charts showing which teams, I guess, what players I like on each team. So this document alone is, that's what I put all my work into. It's this massive Google Sheet, Excel sheet that you can download. You can even tweak it yourself if you want to dive into it. You can play with that yourself. But this is what I believe is the best value within the draft kit. So you can see you can download the Excel rankings here. You can download that cheat sheet that I mentioned here. Let me just open that up real quick. Again, it's going to look like this. It's kind of color coded. And it goes down 75 running backs, 75 wide receivers, 32 tight ends, 32 quarterbacks. You got kickers and defenses and all the bye weeks on there for you. So the cheat sheets are there. There's your top 200 PPR rankings, positional tiers as well. I'm going to get these updated. Again, it's August 16th. I'm going to update these going into the weekend. I'm kind of waiting for the last preseason game here. Preseason week 2 is when we'll see probably some starters and some things. So some things might change, but going into this weekend, that is my goal. And then you can get your projection cheat sheets, which rankings do not equal projections. But if you want to go off my projections, you can just download these nice cheat sheets here. I'm going to have those color coded as well. But this is a really nice document to bring to your draft party, and you can cross off along the way. And then I will recommend if you're going to download the cheat sheets, whatever format, if you play on ESPN, Yahoo, or Sleeper, make sure you print one of those too. It's nice to have, my cheat sheet and with whatever your league mates are using too. So you can kind of cross-reference and see, oh, Kyle's higher, on this player or two than ESPN. I should try and draft these guys a little bit higher. So I do recommend going in with 2 cheat sheets, one of mine or ESPN, beer sheets, if you don't know what that is. But then there's more in here. There's some advanced data projection here. I project all the touches here. I show you guys a loop here, and I show you which stats are most valuable to running backs. And you can see, okay, I have Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, McCaffrey. These are all the guys that I'm projecting to lead the league in touches. And this is just a fun way to kind of find players that, sift through the cracks and things like that. There's, touches for receivers, tight ends, running backs on here. So highly valuable information within this draft kit. So I do projected total yards, which is great for projecting running backs, receivers, and tight ends to target. And then you have targets, which is really good for wide receivers and tight ends. And if you're in PPR, you can identify some good running backs. And then one of my favorite ones here is the advanced QB metrics. And that's touchdown percentage. Guys who are going to have a higher touchdown rate, sometimes more efficient with the ball, could lead to some good things here. But I like this just to see, okay, this guy's going to throw a lot of touchdowns this year, and just take note of that. I also have rushing stats. I think you should be targeting rushing quarterbacks this year. So the rushing yards is a huge one. These quarterbacks add value beyond passing. So Lamar, Hurts, Josh Allen, Trey Lance, Fields, Murray, Daniel Jones, Trevor Lawrence. You start to get to some of these good passing quarterbacks like Herbert and Lawrence, maybe even Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes. Those guys present some rushing upside. So there's a lot to look at in here in the draft kit. But again, the most important thing is going to be that Google spreadsheet, that Microsoft document. And then I have a blog here. I haven't been as active in the blog, but I do try to post my notes. It's been a while since I posted things in here. I'll probably get back to that soon, but I do have a list of notes in here you guys can read through. And I'm going to try and get better as the season approaches here. And then you have the schedule grid heat map, identifying tough schedules, easy schedules based on win totals projected for this year. And then I do have the fantasy playoff schedule, which is very important. So that is the 2022 draft kit. Again, it's only $15. And then don't forget, I do have a handful of free content on here. You can do some research from last year's numbers. I have last year's fantasy numbers posted, red zone stats, defensive stats allowed, opportunity share, yard share, target share, a ton of free information for you guys. So that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to show you guys what's within the 2022 draft kit, get you guys ready for your upcoming draft. So check it out, only $15. And again, we're getting to the nitty gritty. I want to help you guys out with as much as I can. And hey, if you do buy the draft kit, follow me on Twitter. You can DM me there. We can talk draft strategy, whatever you need. If you need a hand, or comment on the video here. Let me know if you guys have any questions on the draft kit and what's inside. So thank you so much for your time. Get the 2022 draft kit, and we'll see you guys in another video. Peace.